Rigathi Gachagua has once again outshined William Ruto.
In my view, Malava is bigger than all of us.
Yes.
And if all of us insist that we want to be MPs at the same time, it is certainly impossible.
Yes.
I've known Seth Panyako for over 10 years, where I've served as his attorney. By the time I've conceded, it is after I've assessed his abilities and indeed established that I'm leaving Malava in safer hands.
Why am I saying so? I've used the word once again deliberately. For those who remember, when Rigathi Gachagua was expected to field a candidate at Mbeere North to challenge whoever who came on board, Rigathi Gachagua withdrew the DCP candidate and allowed Karis of Justin Muturi's party, DP party, to take the lead and become the flag bearer of the opposition within Mbeere North. I know up to that point, William Ruto was seriously outshone. Why am I saying so? The entire machinery of the Kenya Kwanza government was to face Rigathi Gachagua at Mbeere North. Every mobilization. Suddenly, Gachagua withdraws and they're left with Karis, who is among the most popular leaders that we have from Mbeere North. That was a huge setback for William Ruto and his team, because now they don't know whether to focus on Muturi and Karis or Gachagua and the DCP party. That showed me one simple thing from that incident. Rigathi Gachagua is a very smart politician, and truly he listens to the ground. So according to my observation, he listened to the ground and the ground was clear. Let's work together and finish William Ruto, but not divide our votes. We know that the Mbeere North seat, once it is won by the opposition side, that is the beginning of the fall of William Ruto in 2027. And it will mark the beginning of the rise of Rigathi Gachagua in the Mount Kenya region. Because if Gachagua is beaten, the perceptions will be like, this gentleman is weak. He cannot even be in control of the Mount Kenya region. As if that is not enough, the same thing has happened in Malava. Ladies and gentlemen, of late there has been some noise from the opposition team, where George Natembeya comes on board and says, if these opposition people are truly united, let them withdraw their candidate in Malava, because DAP party, the origin of the party, it is Western Kenya region. And that means they should be allowed to field the candidate, that is Seth Panyako. Then Malala came on board and answered them. Let the best man win at the ballot.
Na nikasema kwa sababu mimi ni deputy party leader na hapa ni nyumbani, kwamba chama changu kisimamishe mbunge. Na mnajua hapo ni ratili tumewekwa. Na mkiangalia vizuri, chama cha UDA watasimamisha mtu. Mkipigia huyo mtu kura, mmepigia Musalia Mudavadi kura. Chama cha DAP jana walikuwa hapa. Mkipigia huyo mtu kura, mmepigia Eugene Wamalwa kura. Na hapa mkipigia candidate wa DCP, mmepigia Cleophas Malala kura.
So these guys, they created some scene. It appeared that they are completely disunited. They're not together. So William Ruto smiled. Musalia Mudavadi went to Western Kenya smiling, knowing that these people have divided their votes and eventually watapita katikati. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, Malala has issued a statement, and it is now clear that the united opposition will field one candidate at Malava, and that is Seth Panyako. This is what Malava had to say. This is what Malala had to say. That is a clear indication that William Ruto has been beaten now, already in their game. Because this happened immediately, William Ruto traveled to Malava. He was there for the campaigns and is ensuring that the candidate of the UDA side is getting popular as much as possible. Let's not forget that his people, led by Farouk Bet, have been camping in Malava. So, ladies and gentlemen, the game is not yet over. But from the move that was made by the opposition team to unite, I was able to note a few things, and that's what I want to take you through here on this particular channel. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mugwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for those who've been supporting me. I'm now almost 16,000 subscription mark. Ladies and gentlemen, I really take that very serious. Thank you for the loyalty and thank you for the following and subscription. Let me dive into the topic without much wasting of time. What is my number one observation from what is happening in Malava? Number one, it is that the opposition team is composed of some clever politicians who know what they want, and they know that to beat William Ruto, you have to be as simplistic as possible. Don't overthink, just face the situation the way it is. If they could have decided to table one candidate, more than one candidate in Malava as the opposition team, it is not only a smile on William Ruto's face, but it could have been a worry to Kenyans in that if these people cannot unite in Malava, be able to make a decision that let's support this popular candidate in Malava. One candidate, unite or maybe combine their resources to ensure that they have pushed that candidate. Then there's no way these people could have gone ahead and unite in 2027. So the common mwananchi could get worried. Is this the team we are supporting for 2027? How Ruto amewashinda? So by these people uniting behind one candidate, Seth Panyako, they have sent a serious signal to the people of Western Kenya and the people of Kenya that they will unite. And they're very serious to take William Ruto on in 2027. I'm saying this because already personally I was feeling that Malala is even becoming a mole within the opposition. Is making moves to ensure that they have destroyed the opposition. It was also becoming very clear to me that these characters in opposition, they have not been together before, so there's no way they can work together. But so long as they are able to make decisions that can be able to strengthen the opposition, then I can strongly tell that William Ruto has a huge task ahead of him, especially after Raila Amolo Odinga is gone. Also, the move by the opposition is showing one simple thing. The Western Kenya leaders, led by George Natembeya, they know the problem in Western Kenya. And the biggest problem there, it is lack of unity, where everyone is speaking his own language. And now they need to demonstrate as leaders that they need to be united for them to be able to face William Ruto in Malava by-election. They know very well that William Ruto's best game is divide and rule. And he already has some Western Kenya leaders with him, others are against him. Clear division and ruling. Another thing that the opposition were able to note, it is that this Western Kenya region, there is a huge level of poverty, and when money is used, it can determine who wins an election. So as we speak today, when they come together and combine their resources, they'll definitely be able at least to meet to some level the demands of the people when it comes to what we call money use in the elections come 2025 November during the by-election. A good signal that this opposition is on the right trajectory. Last but not least, the Western people know, and the opposition entirely knows, that to take William Ruto home, there must be a very serious signal that must be made from Western Kenya. Because I've done a number of analysis and I've said that William Ruto is depending on two regions. After losing Mount Kenya, losing Ukambani, which you did not have entirely, losing Gusii region, not sure of Luo Nyanza, then he has two regions to bank on. Western Kenya and of course the coastal region. But the way things are right now, The Western Kenya is moving away from William Ruto. And if they win the by-election, it's done. They are moving to the coastal region through Mohamed Ali, and step by step, they are going to make their moves, and then we will see what will happen. I don't know what's your take, but in the comment section, share with me on what you think in relation to the move that was made by the opposition in Malava.